What's happening, folks? How's everybody doing? I'm sitting here giggling. Trooper just jumped up on the couch and is kicking all of the pillows off of it so he can find him a comfortable spot. What's going on, folks? What is going on, man? How's everybody doing? I hope that your week has gone well to this point. Here's to you. We had some early birds waiting. Jewel, how are you doing, lady? If you're back in the chat, great to see you this evening. My man Ryan, thank you for stopping in. Juan, number one. Primo, how are you doing, buddy? Mi hermano, man, good to see you. It's been a little bit. Double D, Daddy Dutch is in the house. What's up, buddy? Mike from New Hampshire. Great to see you this evening, Mike. Thanks for stopping in. Judge, here comes the judge. Jeff is in the house. What's going on, buddy? How are you doing, man? Great to see you. Jaime, what's up, man? Good to see you this evening. That's a stranger. It's been a little bit, Jaime. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Josh, what's going on? Josh out there making moves, y'all. Y'all better keep an eye on him. That dude is making moves. At some point, I'm gonna have to have him on and talk to him. Josh doesn't even have I don't know if he's in witness protection. Doesn't even have a picture on his profile or anything, so nobody knows what he looks like. But we'll have to work on that. Josh, at some point we're gonna have to get you on here, man. My man, Brian 1000. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Oh, Mike, that's cool, man. You get to hang out with our T. I still haven't had my opportunity yet. Well, I had the opportunity, but it was on a bad weekend when he was here a few months ago. But we're gonna make that happen. Darnell's in the house. What's up, D? There's another man that's busy, man. I only get to see him every now and again nowadays. Yeah, Mike, I think he's in witness protection, man. Darnell, what you been up to, man? Working hard? Don't forget you're retired, man. Do not forget you are retired. Folks, we've got another minute or so, man, before we go hot. And I hope my guest didn't get caught up because I haven't touched bases with him in the last hour. We were good up until then. So we shall see. If not, we'll make it do what it do. Rick, what's up, buddy? How are you doing, man? Man, I trust that everybody's temperature in their states and cities have come down to something that is tolerable, man. Because I know we definitely have. In terms of temperature, it's been a great week. What's up, Darwin? My man Z is in the house. Good to see you today, buddy. Yeah, good to see you today. Definitely do that, Darnell. Yeah, definitely do that. All right, folks. Welcome back to another episode with Mom and Papa Joe, man. As usual, Mom and I appreciate you guys stopping in for a little bit. Today's show, we have a guest. Guest hasn't shown up for whatever reason, and I must keep in mind that our guest is currently at uh, the Jack Daniels in Lynchburg, Tennessee. So I know there's a lot going on to include parades and whatnot. So maybe he got caught up, but we will continue tracking until he shows up, or until when he shows up. We'll make that happen. Yeah, Rick, I was wondering what was going on with your sound when I dropped into your live today, man. Yeah, it didn't sound right. Usually your sound is pretty much 100. Yeah. Ryan says that he's in the process of moving to a bigger apartment. All right, and it's going to be a week before he can post anything. Ryan, I swung past your channel, and again, you didn't. I did not get the name of your channel. I had to do a little research, man, before I ran into it, and so I'm looking forward to you dropping some videos. Like I've said a million times here in this chat, I'm not much of a shorts watcher. I saw you had a couple of shorts. The shorts just don't do it for me. All right, Rick. The 21st. I will definitely have to see what's on the calendar. I know I've got. I know I've got San Antonio Bear Fest coming up one of these weekends. I can't even remember the weekend, so I got to make sure that that is not a conflict. But yeah, I would love to come hang out for a little bit. I would love to come hang out for a little bit. Oh, cool, Mike. So TNT is going to be at one of the breweries, hanging out with Kevin Bloodsoe. All right, man. He's rubbing elbows. He's rubbing shoulders with the big dogs. That's what it's all about. Love to see that, man. Yeah, love to see that. As much as he loves to go live, he probably will go live at some point and maybe share the experience with all of us. We shall see. My man Tony's in the house. What's up, Tony V? Good to see you this evening, man. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, Ryan, I saw that, man. But uh, again, they were shorts. I think they were like 7 seconds. I've got an attention span. I can take a little time to smell the roses. Yes, Darwin. And folks, if any of you out here, man, in the local area, don't know about the San Antonio Bear Fest, really cool event, man. Get to hang out. Lots of craft beers. I think something like close to 30 different beer producers, and they all come out there, man. And you got to pay. It's not free, but it's just a nice little getaway for a couple of hours. Jaime, I've got the same question, man. I've got the same question, but it's not a problem. So, Darwin, I believe this is going to be our third year going, man, to the Bear Fest, and it's always a good time. So, looking forward to it. Yeah, looking forward to it. Bat is in the house. What's happening, Bat? How are you doing? Tony, he's been here before, man. He has been here before, but now that he's big time, maybe he's not down with hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe anymore because now he's big time. Cabezon. uh, yeah, yeah, TNT. Yeah, man, he's come up, man. Professional videos and the whole 9 yards. Yeah, you better not forget the little guys. All right, Mike. I'll I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll check it out. There you go, Rick. Not very many people call him Zilla Man, but he's the man. Yeah, he is the man. So, folks, let's get into the evening, man. Again, our guest hasn't shown up, so that is not a problem. And one of the first things I want to talk about, man, is that no wrap brisket that we dropped on Tuesday. Many of you here have seen that. I'm here to tell you, uh, I had I had leftover. I made tacos with it yesterday, and Mom and I we had given away probably uh, 75% of it. We had a bag saved for my daughter, and then I had a piece of the point saved for Mom and I. And I'm here to tell you, I made some tacos, simple tacos, just some red salsa, man, some pickled onions, and that brisket. I'm here to tell you that brisket, in terms of taste and smokiness. The flavor was just so over the top. I don't know how it works. You would think not wrapping would sap some of the moisture from that brisket. But I'm here to tell you that the brisket was absolutely juicy, moist, and the flavors were just so intensified. I really don't know how to explain the flavors, man, but they were over the top, intensified from that long cook out in the open. The bark was nice and soft, flavorful, and definitely had a heavier smoke than I would normally have in a wrapped cook. But if you haven't yet done a no wrap brisket, man, give it a shot. Give it a shot. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. All right, folks. Eddie has shown up, so thank goodness. Let me get to the bottom of the chat before I bring him in here. Let's see. Double D says Thyron's phone doesn't work anymore. You got to go through his agent. That's pretty cool. That's funny. Sherry, how are you doing, lady? Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your support, man, and I'm glad you stopped in today. You're here with a group of awesome folks. Feel free to drop anything you want into the chat. Thank you very much. Yes, Mike, that brisket was something special. Kind of wish I didn't give so much of it away now. I could have frozen that. All right. Yeah, Jaime, he's here. I guess you had to call and wake him up. I wasn't gonna do that. Power Stack is in the house, folks, aka Big D's Delaware Barbecue. If you don't know, and I believe last week several of you went to his channel, checked him out. I saw a quick rise in his subscriber numbers. Thank you guys very much for supporting Power Stack. Just let me get to the bottom of the chat, folks, and I will bring our guest on. Man, that's the only way to think of life, Rick. Every day is Christmas, man, and treat it as such. Brunswick stew. Matter of fact, Darwin, I want to say Darwin right here in the chat had told me about Brunswick stew a couple of months ago, and I still haven't pulled the trigger. But it sounds interesting. Eddie Wright's in the house. What's happening, Eddie? Glad to see you this evening, man. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for stopping in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Feel free, folks. It's not going to cost you anything to hit that thumbs up. Don't sell yourself short, Ryan. uh, oh, absolutely, Darnell. We're definitely proud of Thyron, man, and every good thing that comes his way is well deserved. All right, folks. Without further ado, our guest, and because of his unprofessional showtime, this might be the last time I have him on the show. All right, you've seen him before, you've met him, you've heard from him. So without further ado, folks, let's welcome uh, Eddie Medrano to the stage. What's up,
What's
Eddie?
up?
How you
What's up,
doing,
bro?
buddy?
Man, I'm over here grilling for these Canadians, man, making some chicharrones, some pork steaks. Just lost track of time, brother.
All right, not a problem. Folks, this is what I'm talking about. I told you, as you saw in the promo, he's been ripping and running internationally over the last couple of weeks. Now he's bragging about hanging out with Canadians and whatnot, eh? But I and his head does look a couple of sizes larger than normal. So yeah. So man, welcome back, Eddie.
Thanks, bro.
I'm not gonna even talk. I'm not gonna even talk about what's been going on. Folks, Eddie has been cooking well for man, I don't know, for the last 2 years. And just to give you an idea how tough competition barbecue is, you can have the first place, you can have the second place, you can have the third place. But to get that grand championship is just so difficult. This young man has had so many top 5 finishes, so many top 10 finishes, and the elusive GC. He's got one GC. He finally did pull that off. But he's got two now. See, he's counting. Yeah, all right. Oh, I'll let you talk about that. So I'm gonna quit stroking his ego and let him talk to you guys. First thing I want to talk about, Eddie, man, let these folks know, but let me know. I don't know much about the contest in Mexico.
So it's second year Monterrey BBQ FEST. It's held in Monterrey, Mexico, and Nuevo León. That's where my parents are originally from. Luis Rivas put on a good showing over there. This is the second year. It's like I said, it's KCBS. It's a world championship. Uh, I had actually qualified for the Royal this year, but they moved it to the same weekend, and I said, "Man, with $1,000, I'm a millionaire in Mexico instead of $1,000 entry fee at the Royal. You know, all of that right there and stuff." So I decided to go back to Mexico, and last year I was fifth overall, cooking on 2 Weber Smoky Mountain 22 grills. I had a third place chicken last year and a third place pork. Brisket was 11th and 12th, and ended up fifth overall. This year we were prepared. We had the grills, we had the meats. Used the same recipe that I used last year for the chicken and pork, tweaked it just a little bit, just from what I've been doing this year, and just completely transformed the brisket into what I'm doing now. The ribs. So I had a first chicken, fifth rib, first pork, and third brisket. So there was no question
Wow.
I won that one in Mexico. Just an amazing event. Just every time I go over there, man, I think that's why my head's getting bigger. Every time I come back, it's like you know, but
now,
pictures of,
now, uh, how many teams were there?
so it's shy of 30 teams.
Okay, okay.
The thing with me and like you know, we cook by ourselves, and this year all of the tents were set up, so it was an open event, so you could see everybody working. I got there at 6 o'clock, and everybody that's next to me is an executive chef was on each team, and they've been grilling and learning the techniques of Texas. I put on a class down there. I had some students going up against me. Um, so they saw that, I do everything by myself, and they're like, "Hey, where's the rest of your team?" And I'm like, I was just joking. I was like, "No, they got hung over. They're not going to be here. I'm running everything by myself." So to get the respect of, all of those chefs down there was just simply amazing. They're like, "Man, we were
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
you. You were on time. The only thing you had was a runner turning in plates." And I was like, I do this every weekend, so I'm used to it. We've got our timelines. We do what we do.
Man, can't beat that, man. Good to hear. Now, uh, were there teams internationally? Did
Yeah.
teams
So
from
my buddy
Mexico,
said,
teams from the states, from the states?
so I was the only Texas team, so I'm dual citizen, so that qualifies me to be, winning at with being a Mexican citizen also is an automatic to the Jack Daniels and the American Royal for next year. So I'm pretty much cruise control for next year. I can pick and choose what I want to do. I don't have to go chasing all those state championships or
Yeah, yeah. Man, that is cool.
like Bill. But yeah, I
Yeah.
was the Texas team. We had a team from I think Panama was down there. We had Italy and my buddies that I'm helping out this weekend from Canada. So that made it a world championship.
Now, for somebody who would want to do something like that, not necessarily that cook-off, but an event in another country, how do you go about sourcing meats? Do you have to have contacts of some sort? How would you go about sourcing meats?
So Monterrey is really Americanized. They've got Sam's Club, they've got Costco's, they've got HEBs. This year I did take one of the briskets with me as a carry-on. So I took it last year. They took it away from me. Last year I had a beautiful brisket. Supposedly it didn't have a seal on the meat. So there at Customs they took it away, and I was crying, man. That brisket was, all of it was.
Wow.
It was like $250 brisket. It was just amazing when I was with the guys from 2M
Yeah,
Smoke.
yeah, yeah.
So Heartbrand would send my two briskets to 2M, and then I'd get to pick the briskets from over 100 cases a week. So, I mean, it was a
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
This year, I just went to HEB, got a grass-fed choice, and I was like, man, this thing's good. If they take it away, I'm out 50, $60. Not.
Yeah, yeah, not a whole lot of money.
So I took that down there.
Yeah.
There's actually some Mexican and Wagyu briskets down there at HEB that I almost switched to, but I'm glad I didn't. My buddy Steven from Rusty's Barbecue from Canada, he had to get all his meat down there because his stuff got taken away this year. So it's just going into
Wow.
Mexico. You never know which custom agent you're going to get from Mexico, and sometimes they just take your shit away, and that's it. Um, but yeah, having contacts down there. I have business partners down there now. I've won a few I won a few grills last year. This year I won a couple of more. So I'm just keeping them over there with friends and the friends and family down there. The barbecue familia, um, they're amazing, dude. I reached out to people and I'm like, hey, do you have this grill? Do you have a Weber? Do you have an offset? So we just made it work. So this year I had a Weber Smoky Mountain 22, 22-inch kettle, and then an offset pit that I borrowed down there. So ran everything on the drums like I do, hotter and faster. Started my briskets off at 500 degrees, transferred over into the offset. Just it was all cruise control from then on. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
if you're gonna go into Mexico, I mean, you can contact me and I can source grills out for you. The contacts I've made the past couple of years, it's incredible, man. I'm due back in Mexico City to do another class. I may be teaching a class at the university there in Monterrey, which is, I mean, it's just mind blowing how this year has gone, man. So after today, I get back home. I'm doing a pop up with Tony on the 21st there in New Braunfels, and we're just gonna sling some Tex-Mex barbecue. I think we're just gonna make some tacos, some pulled pork tacos, some brisket tacos, and it's at my friend's bar at the Reserve there in New Braunfels, just to raise some money. Things get a little tight traveling, so we just want to raise money,
Oh,
and
oh, you know it, man. Yeah,
and that
you know it.
that money is gonna help me and Tony get down to Brazil in November. So that's our next trip down to Brazil. So it's just
Okay.
been, you know me, it's just Eddie. And everybody's like, "Oh no, dude, you're a pit master." I'm like, "No, dude, it's just Eddie." But now the nickname everybody's been calling me is Eddie Worldwide, and I'm like, "Dude, I like it." Eddie Worldwide. It sounds pretty damn cool. But no, man, I'm just Eddie. Just lucky. Just every time you go to a contest, it's you're rolling the dice. You never know on what table you're gonna
Oh
land,
yeah,
and if the judges like your stuff that weekend. So, but
yeah. Yes,
fortunately,
sir. All right.
and
Here you've got a fan or a peer, Chef Antonella
oh
Vela
yeah.
de Monterrey. How are you doing? Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, Chef Antonella was part of the team this year in Mexico. She did our dessert. Unfortunately, the judges that she got criticized her way too much on her dessert. Was absolutely delicious, man. But she did my boxes. I showed her how to do our case BS garnish boxes. So she was doing my boxes, and then my other good friend Ruben Flores, Chef Ruben, he was my turn-in guy. So while she was working on dessert, she did the boxes. Ruben would come and take it in, turn in because KCBS is every 30 minutes. So it wasn't a long walk, but I just, if I had a runner, let them go and focus on the next meet coming up. So it's 30-minute turn in. So it's 12, 12:30, 1:30, and I was done. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah.
Now, as you look back at the competition, uh, uh, for the most part, were the judges local?
So I helped. Steven is really big with the international traveling. So he actually did a KCBS certification for the judges, and I was there helping him trim, helping him cook. So all the judges, for the most part, that took that class, man, they're celebrities in Mexico. I mean, they've got their own shows. They're on Top Chef Mexico. So I got to meet a lot of people that you see on TV, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could meet them. And there was one gentleman who I've been watching forever, and he was at that class, and he just comes up to me, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Hey, Eddie de Oro is what he called me, like my golden Eddie," and I was just like, "What the heck? Like, you know me?" Like, it's
uh,
people that I'm walking, and it's like, hey Eddie," and I'm like, "What the heck's going on?" Taking pictures. One guy had one of the caps that we sell at Texas Barbecue Depot in New Braunfels, and he actually asked me for a signature, an autograph, and I'm like, "What the hell? Get the hell out of here, dude!" Like, I'm like, "Yeah." So
ah, that's
it's it's
pretty cool.
it's humbling, but it's like, no, man, I'm just Eddie. If you have any questions, just give me a call. Just like I've always asked you for tips and tricks. Man, your class timeline, dude, timeline from your class, and your recipes are your recipes, and then my other mentors, Fred Robles, Bill Purvis. So I tell everybody I'm a combination of those three guys, but if you ask me for my recipes, they're totally different from what all of theirs are. So I incorporate
Yes,
what I like
as
each
well
each-
as well as it should be, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
and just make
yeah,
it your own, like you always say, just make it your own, and at the end of the day, it's just barbecue.
yeah. And
So
and
yeah.
I asked that question. I asked that questions about the judges, whether they were local or not, because uh, you know, when we talk, at least in my head, when we talk barbecue, it's a little different in Mexico than what we would traditionally call barbecue here in the States.
Right.
So I am thinking, how would that transfer over in terms of taste in a competition in Mexico? Uh, but it sounds like that the judges like the stuff that we do here.
Right, they like it, but I did tone it down, so it's not. I mean, this trip that I went, I was trying all their. There's maybe about five good barbecue joints down there. One of them, which is my friends from Namada, I tried their brisket, I tried their ribs, just kind of, just getting a feel for what Mexico barbecue is, and it was really simple, really, what they see on YouTube and videos as far as salt, pepper, garlic. So I just dialed it down a little bit, and from learning from last year with my chicken and pork, I had it dialed down to cooking almost backyard style, and just added a little flair to it, and that was it. Not going too crazy, nothing like what we do here in Texas as far as finishing stuff off, and it was just a simple cook, let the meat shine down in Mexico, and that's it. But yeah, the judges were a bunch of locals from Monterrey. There's some from Mexico City, from Veracruz. So smoking in Monterrey, or smoking in Mexico, it's still in its infancy. So like I said, there's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
about
yeah.
five restaurants that are starting to get their name out there.
That was
But
that was going to be my next question. Restaurants.
yeah, so you got Nomada XL with Chewy and Farid, amazing guys. They just opened up a seafood restaurant. I tried Old Jimmy's Northeast, Lady Barbecue. So those are the places that I've gone to, and it's just really really simple. It still beats. Sorry to say it, it still beats Bill Miller by far any day of the week over there in Mexico. But
Absolutely.
you know, the general public, if I were to go and get judged by the general public, because KCB is certified, I started asking people like, "Hey, what do you think about barbecue?" And idea of barbecue is what they buy at like their Chili's or Applebee's, which is overly sauce, super sweet. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so it's gonna be different. So I'm working with my partners down there, and we're hoping we can get CBA down there in March, spring break weekend. I know I talked to you about that. I've talked to
Yes, you
Fred,
did.
Roddy, and to Jaime. And I think we're going to make it happen. We've got the city of Santiago, which is right next door to Monterrey, collaborating with us. So I think it's a go for March. So anybody that wants to go down there, get with me. We're going to try to get hotels for everybody going down there. Pits and stuff. Again, we'll try to accommodate what we have for everybody that shows up. But if you sign up first come, first serve, like like they say. But it's going to be so over there competition when like Monterrey Barbecue Fest, they provide the tents, they provide lights, there's water, there's restrooms for everybody. So they've got that mindset that that's the way every cook-off is over here. And I keep explaining to them when we go out to a comp, we take everything we need for a cook-off. We take our water, we take our, and they don't
Yeah.
get that. So it's going to be an eye opener for them, but I think it's going to be good to have some CBA events down there and maybe other events down there.
Well, dude, it sounds like it is ready, man, to really explode. That scene is ready to really grow, man, and take off.
Yeah,
Let's see.
we're
Let me holler at some folks in the chat. Charles Blackwell, thanks for stopping in. Barbecue Bueno, ¿cómo están?
mi amigo de
And
Brazil.
we got my buddy Tom Puente. Oh yeah, Brazil, huh?
Yeah.
The churrasqueras, man. I need to get some lessons from those Brazilians.
Oh yeah, dude. They taught me in
What's
Dosa.
happening back there, buddy?
So that's Steven right here.
Hey man, what's going on? Just cleaning some
Steven, how are you
chicken.
doing, buddy?
Trimming chicken.
All
Trimming
right.
chicken. Oh.
I know
But I
that.
got
I know that's
nothing.
that pain, man.
Yeah. So I came out to the backyard knowing that he was doing chicken right now, which is nobody's favorite, scraping off those skins for KCBS style chicken.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah.
Nobody. Yeah, nobody. CJ Bean is in the house. What's happening, Mr. Bean? How are you doing?
What's up,
Tom
Bean?
Fuentes wants to know: do you have to cook in a bulletproof vest?
Not at all.
I'm sure things are safe. Yeah,
Yeah, not in
yeah. I'm
Monterrey.
sure things are
Look,
nice and safe.
this light
Yeah,
skinned Canadian over there cruising with us on the streets, man. We're pretty damn safe down there.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Tom is a sweetie, man. So
Tom, they'd
he
probably
needs to be taken care of.
Tom would probably be confused like a Honduran down there and put his ass to work down there too.
Hey, we'll slap some bananas and some chiclets in his hands and see if he can't make some money for us.
Hell yeah.
He'll be good. Who else? Sleepers in the house. What's happening, Lance? Thanks for stopping in, man. BKC, what's up, buddy? Good to see you this evening. Good to see you this evening. Just trying to check in on this chat. Uncle Steve, my man, what's happening, buddy? How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so Eddie, man, so they had all your pits and everything ready, man. It's nice to be to just walk out of there, not have to worry about tear down and clean up. And I guess when you're in a star, they let you do it.
Man, it was awesome. This time around, I'm trying to stay humble, man. I showed up and my partners down there have employees, so they literally went and set up the pits. Where do you want them? I'm like, right here. How many tables do you need? Whatever I needed. I got to say big thanks to Antonella, to Ruben, to Marcelo, to all of their employees, man. I felt like a superstar just showing up, going to work, getting shit done. Didn't have to worry about cleaning or loading or anything like that. So it was awesome.
I bet BKC says That's Brandon, says that event sounds very cool. You know, I mean, you think about it, Brandon, going into a different country, man, for a competition, that's got to be a cool time. You know, the entire time you're there, kind of might be a little difficult to focus on on the competition. You're in another country, you want to get out and see the sights. But you know, when the time comes for you to get down to business, you put your game face on. But
That's it.
definitely sounds like a great time, man. And hopefully I can make something like that at some point.
Yeah, let's go down in March, man. Let's make it happen.
Man, I'll definitely March. And man, with that same dude, we're talking. We might have something going. Memphis in May. Is that in March too?
Man,
No,
Is Memphis in May usually in March?
Memphis in May. Way.
that's my jam.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a little sense. Yeah, that makes a little sense.
Memphis.
Memphis in March. Yeah, it's a new one. Yeah, it's a new one.
That too, bro.
Ah,
So talking about Memphis in May, this is the guys that I was with Rusty's. Chef Stephen Perrin owns 5 restaurants in Canada. He's an amazing chef. This guy literally had me on the other side of the whole hog, teaching me. What'd you say? You taught me 10 years of trimming
10 years
pork
of
in
trimming and
about an hour.
about an hour, yeah.
Yeah, so leveled up,
wow.
man. It was awesome, and
Yeah,
luckily
that
we were
yeah,
fourth. And
that is pretty cool, man.
yeah,
Dude, I'm telling you, man, you're making some awesome connections, man, that'll serve you very well going into the future, man. I know you continue to try to expand your whole barbecue sphere, so to speak.
yeah.
The Texas Depot. Hey, how's that? I know is Ruby with the wife is with you. The girl is with you, right?
She didn't come this time, but she'll be going down to Brazil with me.
Oh, so okay, so the shop is open then.
Yeah, well, we've got an employee now that when she comes with me out to cook off, the store is usually open all the time. So we've taken care of
Okay,
that.
okay.
We actually have a
All right.
way that
Yeah,
I up to work. That's the hard part, man.
yeah.
And so with that one in New Braunfels being taken care of, we'll show up. I'll show up whenever I'm not doing my other stuff. And we're opening up shop in Monterrey too, so that should be open hopefully by the end of the month if all the permits come through. So you won't have to
Okay,
worry
sweet.
taking seasonings down there. I'll have everything that we have here at the depot over in the Mexico depot as well.
Sweet. Ah, Chef Antonella is getting some subs up in here. I like that. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Oh, then we got barbecue pit vatos. Barbecue pit vatos. That's another new name tonight. I appreciate you stopping in. That is
Yeah.
all right. Sleeper, that would be awesome, man. If I could ever get down to my old stomping ground, so I hang out with you a little bit. Yeah, I would love that. I think that might be the only way I compete now if I got to make a road trip to someplace special, someplace
Hell yeah.
different.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that happening. So I know these clowns are not gonna let me forget Memphis in March.
Memphis and
CJB. Yeah.
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
uh, what a couple of mensos, man. Straight up. All right, Tony says Monterrey Barbecue Fest is awesome. Luis Rivas, you guys are putting that place on the map, man, on the barbecue map, and that is awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Oh yeah, Tony, I definitely had a brain fart, man. I shut down. I had to reboot for a quick second. Brandon, we're gonna make that happen, man. We need to get together, do some planning. You know, the wife and I have been talking about Memphis and May for years, and we've just never pulled the trigger. But man, I would love that hookup. That would be cool. Yeah, Donnell, don't join the club with those clowns, man. You pretty cool.
Arch
Stay
Madness.
cool. Yeah, don't get caught up. Yeah, don't caught up. Here we go now. So we got Oktoberfest in December, huh? Hey, you know Oktoberfest is in September. Did you know that?
Yeah, it is.
I bet you didn't know that, Tom.
Not New Braunfels. Worst Fest is in November. Last weekend
Yeah,
of October.
man, all those are copies. They don't even count as Oktoberfest. If you've been to the real Oktoberfest, anything less, all right, is a crime.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oktoberfest Germany is in September. It ends
gotcha.
in October though. Yeah. All
Hell yeah.
righty. All right. All right. So hey, dude, I know you got things going, man. So unless you've got the time, handle your business. You guys are cooking tomorrow. All right. So
Saturday.
uh man, today is Thursday. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today
Number
is
two.
Thursday. So tomorrow is the parade and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
parade up the top, and then I don't know if we're gonna do that. We'll see. It kind of takes your focus off the barbecue.
Yeah, man. But you get all your prep work done prior to the parade, get to hang out a little bit, and
Yeah,
take in the sights. You sound like you've been there before.
yeah, I have 2011. 2011.
Yeah, that's why you can say that.
Yeah,
Somebody like me shows up. I want to take in a little bit of everything.
I want to go to the parade.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Well,
time here invited me, but next year at least I'll know what it's all about and come,
yeah,
better.
yeah.
You know. So yeah, it's
Nah,
awesome.
man, I'm telling you, making it to the Jack was definitely on the bucket list, and unfortunately, that
always.
is one of them that we weren't able to achieve. But at some point, with Mom and I'll make a trip just to come hang out uh,
Well,
and
you
and see it for ourselves. Yeah,
make
and
next.
next year might be the year. Next year might be the year. Mama is retiring this year, man. So we're gonna have the freedom to roll as we see fit. So next year might be the year, man. We just come and stop in at your camp, hang out for a little bit, and not bother you. But we definitely need to get that done.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Y'all welcome to come with me next year, bro.
All right, sounds like a winner, man. Yeah.
Don't bring Tom or Bean with
So,
you.
man, nah, I don't even talk to those dudes anymore. Yeah, I don't know why they stopped in here tonight. Yeah, I don't know why they stopped in here tonight. So you got there yesterday, right?
Uh, Wednesday. Right? Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yesterday. Yeah,
But
that's yesterday. And nothing goes on Thursday. Nothing happens until Friday.
right.
Nothing official.
Right. Yeah. Today was all of the other teams that were checking in. So we got there. I flew in Wednesday morning. We drove down from Nashville down here to Lynchburg. Went and dropped off the trailer, set it up, got our little setup ready to go. But today we went out there just to check on things. We ate at Mary Bobo's, which is a really good restaurant here in Lynchburg. And yeah, teams started showing up. They started setting up. So Steven had been here already, so he wanted to get here early, get his trailer in place, so he doesn't have to maneuver around the other trailers once they're set up.
Are you guys staying lodging in hotels?
Yeah, he's got an Airbnb that's what
20 minutes.
20 minutes away from the competition site. If
Okay.
you
Uh,
fit,
oh, Stephen, how far would be the closest hotel?
Oh shit! I don't even know if there is any hotels close by. Probably an hour, I'd say, at least, because it's
Ooh,
Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's a dry county. You can't even buy booze. It's one traffic. One
yeah,
traffic. That's it. One traffic light,
I've heard that story before. Yeah,
and next county, which each county is about 20 minutes away, and I don't think they're that big. I don't think they have hotels. I'm not too sure where it
yeah,
would be. Most of the guys down here are on Airbnb.
yeah. I've heard about the dry county, And the word Lynchburg kind of bothers me a little bit. So I wouldn't want to be out there driving around looking for a hotel in the middle of the night. So I will definitely have to make some plans. Yeah, I will definitely be making some plans before we do this.
We took a couple wrong turns and we ended up in some pretty crazy hairpin hills and all the rest of it. Kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
as long as you don't hear those.
We were 20 minutes away from the competition site 3 times.
All you got to do is listen for those banjos. You hear that deliverance music, you know you done messed up. Yeah, you know. Just kidding, folks. Just kidding. Yes, Jeff. Oktoberfest Munich is the real deal, man. I'm telling you. The 2 years we went, one of the things was to always you can buy the 3-liter size mugs, but one of the things was to always steal one, bring one home for free. And we've got a couple of them, along with we got like a 6-pack. We bought 4 and we stole 2. You just had to steal one. That was like kind of American tradition. But it's definitely something to see, man. Yeah, it is on such a large scale. It's not even funny. Yeah, such a large scale. Ryan, I'm telling you, man, these guys, Eddie included, Tom, Bean, they're straight up clowns, man. Yeah, they keep me in trouble.
Don't message me on Facebook right now. I got suspended for 2 days for reposting something, and it goes against Facebook community, and it's my first time.
Yeah.
It wasn't even. Yeah. I'll be recording videos and then.
Hey, take it easy, guys. I gotta go back in and do some chicken.
All right, Steven, have a good one. Good luck, buddy. All right, Tom is inviting me as well next year for the Jack. All right, so Tom, I'm coming. Yeah, I will be there. Yeah, I will be there.
Tom already qualified or what?
Yeah, yeah, I'm a qualified idiot. Yeah, that is it.
Bien chingón. He won GC last weekend? Yeah, he's going to the
yeah. And he's prepping meats now. I think he's going to Q for the Blue.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe that's this weekend.
Yeah, it is.
There's I might think about going out there. I just did. I'm not. Yeah. Lance, Lynchburg. That's where the Jack Daniels is. I believe the distillery as well as the World Championship Cook-Off, and that's where these guys are right now, getting ready to compete this weekend. Yeah, getting ready to compete this weekend.
We're set up right next to the factory, so when you drive down there, you can smell the mash burning and all that. So,
okay.
First time, so it's kind of like in a little valley. So, all the smoke stays there, and it smells. I mean, to me, it smells really, really good. But
now let me. During the day, you can see it. Are the buildings kind of grayish black? And here's why I ask. We spent Mom and I visited Cognac, France, twice while we were in Europe, and in all of the towns around the distilleries, all the buildings are blackened with a mold that lives off alcohol vapors.
Right.
So everything, all the buildings are blackish gray from that mold. So I was wondering, would it be the same thing in Lynchburg?
I'll actually find out tomorrow, because I'm going to sneak away from these guys and go do the tour tomorrow of the distillery. But from what I can see on the front side, when you pass by, it's all the buildings are black and white. But I don't know if that's from the mold or if they're just black and white.
Okay. Yeah.
Tomorrow, went to the gift shop They bought a few things.
You say you went and bought a few things?
Yeah, some of the 2023 Jack Daniel's World Championship stuff. I want to make like a little collage and hang it up in a picture frame, and got some
Yeah, yeah,
handkerchiefs,
yeah.
got some shirts for me and
Yeah,
the
I'm
kids.
with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
Didn't buy the keg or the barrel head this year because I want to get one next year with the barbecue team on there, Texas BBQ Depot. So, but yeah, just
Man, that'd be a great, that would be a great talking piece, man. Alongside my curio cabinet. What do they go for?
The barrel heads. I actually bought one for Joey, which is one of my great sponsors this year, Texas Original. The one that has the commemorative 2023 World Jack was only $52. Being one of the pit masters there, you get a discount for all that stuff. So I think ended up being 42. So it's not. I thought I was going to be, in the $100 or something like that, but no, it's
Same
not that
here.
expensive.
I was expecting probably 2 times that. Yeah.
Yeah, the damn t-shirts are expensive, dude. Those are $30. I was like, damn. But
what's up, Trumpet? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you this evening. Great to see you this evening.
Lee actually bought a whole barrel. I stopped by Lee's up here, badass Red Meals Barbecue. So he got a qualifier. He won a qualifier. He bought the whole barrel with the head and everything. I think that set him back like $250 somewhere in there. So he got the whole barrel. But I'm not a high roller like he is. So
I feel you, man. What's up, Darwin? These guys, man, these guys always force me to go to a bad place. Z, they push my buttons, man, and taking me places I really don't want to go. Oh, Tom says he's gonna be in Laredo instead of Q for the Blue.
oh, he's going to Pit Kings.
All right. Well, yeah. Good luck, buddy. Yeah. Good luck. Let's make it 2 in a row. Last week, Tom got a GC last week, and during the week, I was messaging him, and I said, "Dude, you are overdue." And he came back, "Thank you, man." And then I replied back, "It's been like 84 years, right?" So, and sure enough, man, he pulled off the GC. So congrats, Tom.
84 years in Hobbits. So what is that to like a regular person?
In Hobbit years, that's a lot. Yeah, that's like a decade. That would be 10 decades. Let's see. Let me check up on this chat, man. We're going on our usual hour, folks. I know football is on. Hopefully, it's a pretty good game. I've got Kansas City's tight end going tonight on my fantasy team. Let's hope that ankle holds up. Travis Kelce, that is.
Yeah.
Let's hope that ankle holds up. Sleeper, man, you can smell it. I don't know about getting a buzz, but you can definitely smell it. And it's just beautiful to see all of the buildings the same color because of that mold that lives there. Those barrels, that exchange of vapors, man, that exchange of air in the barrels, and that cognac, really, really smells good. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. So I heard one of the
sometimes wonder about it. Go ahead.
I heard one of the old guys at the distillery say back in the days when law enforcement was trying to find the moonshiners, they'd look for the trees that were starting to get black, and they'd follow the trees to the stills. So yeah, that's
all
pretty.
Right, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, everybody, let's congratulate Tom, folks. Let's congratulate Tom. 6 months off, and he finished with a score of 787. He still got it. Congrats again, Tom. Yeah.
Hi, choca la mano.
Yeah. Congrats, buddy. Darnell says the Jim Beam and Jack Daniels factories are both in dry counties. The police can charge you with bootlegging. And I guess sounds like he knows personally. Yeah, that's a rip, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a rip.
Yeah, I'm set at the comp. Like I said, Lee's here and Donald Keene is here. So Donald does ranch waters and dough ball whiskey, and he busted out his brand new birthday cake bottle. That stuff is delicious, man. So we're
Yeah.
pretty much,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, it sounds like it. All right, here we go with the congratulations, Tom. Congrats again. High five. Way to go, buddy. Make it happen. All right. Congrats, buddy. Oh yeah, get it, Tom.
Good job,
Get it.
Tom.
Good job, buddy. Must be cookie time.
It's anytime.
Ah, ah, these guys are something else, man.
I
Hey,
wonder if
you know,
wearing.
I hurt so many Cowboy fans' feelings that they just really, really want to find a way to get back at me with the Rams, man. But my expectations for the Rams are absolute zero. I would be thrilled with a 500 season, 8-8, absolute zero. So unlike some of you out there with Super Bowl aspirations, I know what I'm getting out of my Rams this year. 2 years removed from a Super Bowl championship. I know what I got. I am not delusional, unlike a lot of you guys out there.
Super Super Bowl, baby.
Yes, sir. Congrats again, Tom. Yeah, Brian, I hurt feelings, man, because I get up in them. I get up in them. You know, I'm like Smokey on Friday. When they win, I'll be quiet. But as soon as they lose, I'll be back talking. ah, ah, hey, however many seasons they play, all right, however many games they play, if they can go as close to 500, it'll be a successful season. For you guys, it's Super Bowl or bust. And I smell a bust. I
Yeah.
smell a bust. All right, folks, we're going on that hour. Here's Ruben. Ruben, what's going on, buddy? Ruben, what is going on?
Saludos,
Good to see
compadrito.
you. Yes, good to see you. Well, Eddie, man, I want to thank you guys. I want to wish you guys, man, nothing but good luck this weekend, man. Make something happen.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully, you can keep that mojo going, man. And do something big. Yeah, do something big. All right.
Yeah.
So, any last minute things? Any last minute things in the chat? What's going on?
It's the Jack
If not, go
here,
ahead.
bro. So you've got the best of the best here. It's the Jack Daniels. You got to win a
Oh
qualifier.
yeah.
You got
Oh
to.
yeah.
You've got the best of the best. You've got my big poppy Bill is here, so he's the only team that won his 7 GCs to get in automatically. Um, Lee Hickle is here that I know. Caleb Warden is here from Texas. Jasper County, that one is here from Texas. So yeah, you've got 85 teams from the U.S. and 15 teams from the rest of the country. So you've got, I mean, as far as I know, there's 2 Canadian teams. There's 1 Mexico team. There's an Italy team, Panama team, and I think a Costa Rican team. There's a German team. So you've got the best of the best here at the Jacks. We're gonna go in, put our A game on, and just roll the dice, man. It's just barbecue, and hopefully we land on a good table.
Got to bring it, baby. Got to bring it. But
Yeah.
congrats on being there, man. Enjoy taking the sights and see what you can pick up and put into play next year.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely.
All right, folks. I want to thank you guys and gals as usual, man, for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Be on the lookout for a video coming on Tuesday. And as usual, man, guys, you take care of yourselves, finish your workday tomorrow, and enjoy your weekend. Mom and I will see you when we see you. Y'all take care.
Vamonos.